Hello, gorgeous. All right, hope everybody's on. So, I'm going to start doing these videos on YouTube just because of video quality purposes and also um, for podcast purposes. I'm going to start recording them live. So, let's get started. I need to fix my volume first though because there we go. All right. I was getting two at once. All right. Ready? This episode is a continuation of the Prioritize Yourself series. Today we're talking about physical health. Really? Who picked this? Well, long story short, you need to decide if you are self-motivated enough to do at-home workouts, or maybe you just need a change of scenery and get a generalized gym membership. Or if you're like me, you will need the willpower and will only get it done if you have to go to a place with an actual class that tells you what to do and when. Mixed with a little bit of socialization, of course. Which of the three are you? Go tell us in the Create Yourself group. Thanks for listening. Just kidding. There's more. Once you figure out what type of person you are, you need to find your inner motivation to just go do it. Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to gain weight? Do you want to feel better? Do you want to make new friends? Do you want to get a break from your child? The list goes on. You may even want to pick a few, so on those really tough days, you can get yourself amped up. Now, let's figure out when you'll be most likely to go. Are you like me and wake up motivated, ready to take on the world? But then afternoon, you seem to lose some steam? Or maybe you're the opposite and dread getting out of bed. But then 3 p.m. rolls around and that's when you really get in your groove. These personality traits mixed with your schedule are going to factor in when you can work out. Even if it's just 25 minutes, there has to be some time in your week to get it done at least 3 days. And all of these things can change once you actually start. When I first started working out outside of sports and gym class, I bought the Asylum workout and I loved it. I did it every afternoon with my friends in between college classes. Once we finished the program, however, they kind of faded off, and that led to me stopping it. That's when I discovered I'm an extrovert who must be around people all the time. Then I found this gym that did these crazy workouts. It seemed like fun, and the type of people who went had the same mindset as me, so there I went. Along the way, I had an injury, and shortly after being recovered, got pregnant, and, well, the list goes on for the loop it threw me. So while my friends did CrossFit type workouts, I did my own workouts through an app called Active, and that seemed to work really great as long as I went when everybody else was around. Then when we moved 9 hours away, we lost all of our workout friends and just kind of fell out of our group. And then I came across this place that held classes just for women, and I really found my jam. My body seemed to thrive on these type of workouts, but then life happened and I kind of fell off the bandwagon for a little bit, and I'm slowly getting back on. So I am right here with you guys, restarting my workout routine. Now, as you can see from my long story, you're probably going to bounce around in each category a few times until you find your sweet spot, and that is okay. Just like having to figure out your meal plan sweet spot, you need to give yourself some grace and understand that it is going to take a bit of trial and error. And don't worry about if there's a right program out there for you, because there's a lot. And I mean a lot of options. The biggest factor here with succeeding is going to be time management, because that's the best excuse we have for not actually going. And by time management, I mean prioritizing your exercising. My tips to help with that are the following. Put in the time that's best for you to go on your calendar and make it a mandatory thing in your mind, just like how work is. Have a gym bag packed and ready to go with everything in it. or lay out your clothes for a quick change in the morning. If you're planning on going to the gym just 3 to 4 times a week, on the days you don't go, take that same time and go for a walk or a bike ride. It will help loosen up your sore muscles, and then it'll keep you in the habit of working out at that time. Get an accountability group. Even if you're working out at home, there's this wonderful thing called Facebook, and they have groups for everything you can think of and multiple ones, so you can still find one that's your best fit. Those days when you could care less about those motivating points you came up with earlier, don't even think about the gym. Just set your mind on autopilot, and once you're there, you might as well do a little something, right? Set some short-term goals that will lead up to those long-term goals that are motivating you. Make sure you make them specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-keyed. And not a goal about someone else or comparing to someone else's journey, because you are going somewhere completely different than them. Set up some rewards for when you hit those goals. They could be watching a certain movie, going to one of those obstacle races, giving yourself new sneakers, maybe some workout clothes, anything like that. I highly recommend you stay away from food-based goals though, because they have a high likelihood of throwing off your mental game. The last tip I have is to give yourself some grace. You are in a different season in your life than where you may have been before. You might not be able to work out as hard or as often because you might be healing from an injury, or you just might be using up all of your energy in some other areas of your life. Your body may also have a different healthy look than what it used to. So maybe you won't get back to that high school weight, but it's most likely not because you were in a healthy lifestyle. You were probably in an unhealthy lifestyle, which made you underweight from what your particular body is made for. Moral of this tip, don't get so focused on results that it ultimately makes you give up on your health. So, what was your favorite tip? Head over to the Create Yourself community and let everyone know. Also, pop in and say that you're starting this journey so you can hook up with others who are also just starting this journey while getting advice from those who have been there, done that. If there's someone you know who could benefit from this, invite them to join in. The more the merrier. Any questions? All right. Well, have a great night, ladies. Talk to you soon. Bye.